the average all year long. They're certainly starting to set that type of a pace, and what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents. We've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for the... Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
It was a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Nassib shooting in and taking him to the ground. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
They complete it to Hill. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Winston. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20. Winston now. A quick one here hauled in by Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings from some...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. On 1st down, Brady. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Throwing now is Brady. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight first downs. Now Brady again. Throws the out loud and completes it to Samuel. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. The Bucs are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in Week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Brady will look to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On second down, Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Jameis to throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Winston. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they'll remain down by 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Taking a shot for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. target, Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a play fake. Brady. This will be caught at Samuel. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Brady's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, the Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And his throw here is incomplete. The Bucs and Saints expected to possibly be the two to slug it out for the NFC South title in 2022. The Saints have had the Bucs number pretty much since the arrival of Tom Brady, at least in the regular season. They're 4-0 against Tampa Bay the last 2 seasons in the regular season. But remember, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they did defeat New Orleans en route to that title. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Finding room at midfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DK Metcalf, 66 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On third down, here's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 16-point deficit.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So that would have been... Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule and down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away, but a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Catch is made by Metcalf. It's a pickup of 17 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, it's Brady. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 touchdown passes now from Tom Brady as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll start with a give to Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here comes the Saints punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Meanwhile, Brady's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Brady now on 1st down.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bucs have opened the lead up to 30.
They'll try and throw for it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would... yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a 6. First down.
Winston now from the 50. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. William Golston in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. To try again after the sack. Winston. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Now Brady.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.